Hey guys, talking from a revolution a day. Shout out to my buddy Jason Leonards. I've been on his podcast. He's been on mine. Go check those episodes out. Try to have a link somewhere down below. And every day he has a different quote from 4 years of him doing podcasts. Hopefully, if he does another one of these in 4 years, I'll get in that one. I was on his show a little after he posted it. So the one I'm shouting out today is June 2nd, 2022. And he doesn't have the year on there, but that's how it's going to work out, is from Lyle McDonald, episode 203, get in a calorie deficit no matter how you do it. And if that's not there, nothing else you do will matter. And then Jason has his thoughts. Those who try to challenge physics in this regard end up chronically disappointed. I'd recommend you go get this because there's some really cool, just basic stuff. And it gives you some time to reflect and journal. And I'm utilizing that. And I also use my God Bless Johnny Cash shout out to the Waterloo here in Louisville, Colorado, where we are. So I just want to finish and come off of that thought of calories in, calories out, the law of thermodynamics. So the really, really simple concept to understand here, and to Jason's point, those who try to cheat the system are the ones who usually don't lose much weight. And again, if you're at a huge deficit, and here's the really easy math, is 3,500 calories is pretty much 1 pound. So throughout a week, 7 days, if you go into a 500 calorie deficit every day times 7, that's 3,500 calories. So therefore you should lose 1 pound for every week. You can maintain a 500 calorie deficit. That's kind of the magic, easy math, magic number. Folks try to go to 1,000 calorie deficit and say, I'm gonna lose weight faster. The problem is there's a lot of hormonal changes that happen. There's hunger, there's psychology. So, and the other part of this really quick too, and as much as this is the New York City Marathon, I was a medical person at the end, other folks, and this is something very important to understand, exercise can only burn so many calories. Even a marathon does not burn that many calories. I think the stats are for, like, if you're doing a 4-hour marathon, 26.2 miles, I think you're not burning too much more than 3,000 calories. And folks in those situations tend to eat probably 3,000 calories on their carbo load for a big pasta dinner to get ready for the marathon. And then they probably have a lot of recovery stuff like beer and all sorts of snacks. That is probably, there's almost no weight loss in running a marathon. So to finish off these basic thoughts about calories in, calories out. And yeah, at the end of the day, this is a law. And we need to understand it, and we need to factor in the human element of, if you can sustain a 500 calorie a day loss, and you don't have to count calories the whole time. But again, if you try too much and you try 1,000 calorie deficit a day, you're probably gonna struggle. If you can maintain 500 calories for 6 days, and then you say, hey, I'm gonna cheat on my 7th day, I have a cheat day, and you now have plus 2,000 calories, because maybe you're only burning 2,500 calories, and then you have all sorts of French toasts and brunch and alcohol, and you have 4,500 calories taken in that day because you've been depriving yourself the whole week, 6 days. The math on that is you're not going to lose weight in the grand scheme of things. And again, I've seen folks do that and then have either one cheat or other cheats or things that they're not even reporting, and then they're actually gaining weight because they're trying really hard to diet, but they're not doing it the right way. So invest in someone who can help you build those habits, intentional habits. Let's talk, let's spread this thing out, let's make sure it's sustainable. And again, at the end of the day, you can accomplish a lot more over a year than you can in even a 6-week food challenge or 6-pack abs in 6 weeks or whatever. All right, so think about that. I know there's a lot to unpack. I just want to keep putting this stuff out there. Hopefully it brings you guys some value and we can keep the conversation going. Thanks again, Jason Leonards. Go get his book. I should have a link down below here as well. Talk to you soon.